The signs may not be immediately visible here in Tokyo, but Japan is facing a demographic time bomb. The country has an aging population and a declining birth rate. A quarter of the population is aged 65 or older, the highest share in the world. At the same time, there aren't enough young people to fill jobs, contribute to the economy, and take care of the elderly. Small towns like Ogawa Village here are shuttering shops and withering away. In some ways, the country is a victim of its own success. Healthy lifestyles mean the Japanese are living longer than anyone on Earth. The participants in this daily exercise group are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. But across the country, experiments are underway to avoid the demographic collision course. Japan is becoming a giant laboratory for dealing with an aging society. To deal with the chronic labor shortage, some companies are developing ways for the elderly to work longer. Cyberdyne makes an exoskeleton for the waist that makes lifting heavy loads easier. This 67-year-old construction worker is using it to move power distribution boards. This nursing home is testing a similar device so elderly workers can still do the heavy lifting to handle patients. Some health facilities have struggled to find enough able-bodied workers to do back-straining caretaking jobs. Other companies are trying out robots to fill the labor shortages. Here, a robot called Pepper entertains elderly patients at another nursing home. Ultimately, Pepper could stand in for human staff members, leading patients in exercises and memory games. Other efforts focus on keeping the elderly active in the economy. This arcade in a Tokyo shopping mall caters to older players. The Japanese senior market is already worth more than $800 billion a year. In the coastal town of Kurobe, a citizens group stages an annual fashion show for the elderly, encouraging them to try on new clothes. Even funeral homes are finding ways to cash in early on the elderly. On this half-day cruise, clients go through the ritual of spreading fake ashes and consider their funeral plans. Japan's simplest experiment? Steering the elderly away from retirement. Some of the senior citizens in this farming class in Kashiwa have gotten part-time jobs with farmers. And this dumpling company in Nagano has lifted the retirement age requirement for its employees. These cooks are 76, 85, and 91 years old. The stakes for Japan are high, but if experiments like these work out, they could provide a blueprint for aging populations around the globe.